This is my Malabar spinach plant, also known as Alukbati in Philippines. So the Filipino name or Tagalog name of this Malabar spinach is Alukbati. This Alukbati is been here for, it's inside my house from outside in my backyard garden. I place it inside my house because it's getting cold. So I placed this Malabar spinach near my window last week of October. I actually cut the stem, like all, see? So I cut all of the stem up to here. And then almost nothing, no leaves left at all. I harvested all the leaves. Then I decided to grow this Malabar spinach indoor inside of one of the bedrooms in our house near the window. And now it is the last week of November, so it already grows a little bit, and it's been here since almost 1 month, now. I'm gonna tell you how to take good care of Malabar spinach. So if you're planning to grow Malabar spinach inside your house or home, make sure you place it near the window, near a door where there is enough light. It's better if it's a little bit hot on the window where there is a direct exposure in the sun. See, that's the sun. So this window is actually a good spot where I grow most of my vegetable indoor. It's possible to grow vegetable indoor for as long you don't need a greenhouse. You don't need you know, those expensive greenhouse or special lights. You just need to place your vegetable plant near the window where there is enough light. And it's much better if you put it in a window where there is a direct exposure to the sun. It's so easy to grow vegetable if you have this kind of location where you can grow. So this is my second year of growing Malabar spinach indoor. What I did first is last year I bought a bunch of spinach leaves with stem in it to cook for cooking in one of the grocery store. Then I have a leftover stem. That was during summer, okay? I have a leftover stem. Then I decided, like, I've been longing to plant Malabar spinach, but I don't have seeds. So what I did, I planted the stem. And then, outside, okay? Outdoor, it's outdoor. So I decided to plant the stem in outdoor. And that was, I think that was the month of August here in Canada. So that was in August. So it's still good to grow vegetable outdoor. So on that August, it takes a while before it grows, or like I can say it's already, my plants begins to survive or begins to live. So what happened is when the September is approaching, it's getting colder, especially on the first week of October. My Malabar spinach, which I grow, started from stem, not seed. So my Malabar spinach is like up to this tall. From here to here, I decided to grow it, to put the pills, which actually the Malabar spinach is planted in a container like this, exactly the same like this. Then, since it's already like my plants is alive and survive, it's beginning to grow. So I just felt the need, like, I still want my Malabar spinach, but it's already winter. So I decided to plant it indoor. The same location, the same spot. So magically, miraculously, I'm so happy my Malabar spinach thrive indoor. It's so healthy. And then it begins to produce a cherry like this, or berries. So it begins to produce a fruit or berries. Then I just water it not actually regularly. I just begin to water it, and then beginning to grow it through here near the window until it grow up to that spot. So it's like it's so thick that I was able to save a lot of seeds. So if you're planning to save some seeds, this is number one tip. According to my research is Malabar spinach seeds, like the seeds or the berries, germination is so low. That means if you have 100 seeds, probably half of it will grow. But in my case, it's not true. It has a high germination, or most of these seeds will grow into a to a big plant, or to another spinach plant, if you have to wait for a little bit long before you harvested the berries. So if you're planning to harvest your berries from your spinach to make it a seed, then you make sure before you harvest these berries, make sure these are very old. When I say very old, very mature, other words can be, you can just matured, very old, or very ripe. So what I do is, I make sure before I harvested the berries, it is already big. The berries are very big, and most importantly, it is dark in color. It's very, very dark purple. Don't harvest it if it's just light purple or it's not ripe enough. Make sure you harvested your Malabar peanut seeds when they are very dark purple in color. That means it is very matured. Or if possible, let the berries dry while still in the stem. What I mean is, make sure that your berries like almost dried, because it's so very, very ripe. It's so very, very mature. That means you can harvest that. And I was like about 95 to 100%, like all of my seeds I planted grow. I mean germinate. All the seeds I planted germinate. Some of them is just a little bit late. Some of the seeds grow after 3 weeks, or germinate after 3 weeks. Sometimes it's just 2 weeks. Others takes a month. But definitely all the Malabar spinach seeds I planted, they germinate. So that's one of the number one tip I can tell you. If you're planning to plant a Malabar spinach and you want to save some seeds for planting, if you want to make sure that all these seeds will germinate, make sure you harvested your Malabar spinach seeds. They are dark in purple color, and dark purple in color, and they are very matured. Then second, so if you're planting Malabar spinach indoor, or anyway, this one tip is not only applicable on Malabar spinach, any other plants you are planting indoor, make sure don't water it often. Like what I mean is, don't water it too much. Actually, I watered my Malabar spinach probably every third day. When I watered it, it's really wet, but I have to wait 3 to 4 days, even 5 days before I water it again. Because if the soil is very, very moist or too wet, sometimes it kills the plant. Okay, that's the number one tip. Don't water it too much. And then make sure when you are planting indoor, you have enough soil on your container. And please, if you're planning to plant Malabar spinach or any vegetable plant indoor, make sure you plant it in a big container like this. See, this is a pail. So this is a lot of soil. Don't plant on a very small container or small pot, because the survival rate of your plant is lessened. And then second is the growth will be limited. It's like instead of spreading like this, like spreading high, spreading wide, spreading so much, having so much stem and so much fruit, what happened is the growth of this stem is much, the growth in height and the growth of the fruits or berries will be limited if you just grow your plants in a very small pot or container. And make sure there's enough lights where you planted your plants. Don't plant it in a dark location. Certainly in just 1 month, 2 months, the plant will die slowly. And then second, another tip actually is if you're planning to, I did this, so I experimented. So I tried to plant, if you're planting Malabar spinach, you can actually plant Malabar spinach by using the stem, right? That's the other way. The other way to plant Malabar spinach is planting the seeds. So if you're planting the Malabar spinach using the seeds, it's okay to plant it indoor. The plant will definitely survive if you have enough good soil, good lights or sunlight, and proper watering. The plants will grow from seeds. But if you're planning to plant Malabar spinach using the stem and you're planting it indoor, then there's a chance it will grow or it will survive. But the problem is it's only a slim chance. 50% chance of that the plant, actually there's more like 70%. But what happened is if you are in a cold country like Canada, then it's always, example, if the weather is always no sun, like cloudy, no sun, and it's very cold, then probably the stem will just die. So I just advise if you're planning to plant the stem, then plant it during the summer, and then when it's already stable or like it's already beginning to grow or it's alive, then that's the time. From outdoor, you planted the stem, right? It survived, and then you can transfer it indoor. That way, your Malabar spinach will survive.